Hello friends, today we'll see how to use data validation and conditional formatting in Microsoft Excel. I am Professor Sagar Padia from SHGMC Shega. Today in every school, colleges, institutes, all the organizations and offices, Excel is used to maintain the record. Microsoft Excel provides a tool data validation for the validation of the data, that is to restrict the unvalidated data entry into the sheet. Excel data validation is a feature that validates user input to the Excel sheet. Technically, you create a validation rule that controls what kind of data can be entered into a certain cell. For example, in Excel sheet we have the column for the age of a person, then this age must be only in a digit, that is the integer value. If user have passed the any other value by mistake, then this data entry must be restricted. Second example, if we have any column for the mobile number, then there are the two conditions. First, the mobile number must be the digit, and second, the number of digits must be 10. Then we can perform the data validation. If anyone is passed the number less than 10 digits, then your entry must be restricted. Like that we can perform the data validation in Microsoft Excel. Second is conditional formatting. We can perform the formatting as per the conditions. Suppose we have any sheet for the marks, then we can perform the conditional formatting that if marks are less than 40, if marks are greater than 40, if marks are equal to 0, if there is any absent, if marks are less than or equals to 40, greater than or equals to 40, like that. The number of conditions are given in Microsoft Excel. By using these conditions, we can perform the formatting of this sheet. We'll see the demo. For the demo purpose, here we have an Excel sheet. Now we'll see how to use data validation and conditional formatting. In this Excel sheet, we have the first column for serial number, the second for name of student, third for the marks of test 1, marks of test 2 and marks of test 3. First we'll set the data validation for the test 1 marks. To set the data validation, go to the data validation and select the first choice, that is data validation. Now in data validation, in setting, we have to set the validation criteria. We can allow to the any value, whole number, decimal, list, date, time, text length or custom. The text marks must be in digits, that's why we have selected whole number. Again we can select the condition that between, not between, equal to, not equal to, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equals to. The test marks must be between the 0 to 100, that is minimum to maximum. That's why we have selected the minimum. If test is for the 100 marks, then your minimum marks may be 0, maximum may be 100. The second is input message. It is not compulsory, we can make it enable or disable. When user will click on the cell, then we can pass the information. Suppose we have set the title that total marks 100. It is just for the information to the user. The input message that enter marks for test 1. The third option is error alert. Again it is not compulsory, we can make it enable or disable. When user will pass the unvalidated data, then what happens? There are the three conditions: the stop, warning or the information. First we'll see for the first style, stop. The stop style restrict the unvalidated entry. It not allow it in any case. We have set the title that marks must be integer and error message enter correct marks and click on OK. Now we'll see when we click on the cell of test 1 that it is giving one information that total marks 100 and enter marks for test 1. we'll start the data entries. The data validation condition is 0 to 100. When we have entered the 35, 40, 45, it allows. But if I have to pass the 50 but by mistake I have typed the 500, then it restricts the entry. It gives the message that marks must be integer, enter correct marks. If I click on the retry, then I can make it the next entry. Now I modify to the 50, 55. Next I have entered 60, 65. Again I have to enter the 70, but by mistake I have entered the 700. Then it gives me the message. Same I can enter the entries. If I have typed the character, the text, again it restricts the entry. Likewise, I can enter all the remaining entries. If it is as per the condition, it allow. If it is not as per the condition, it restrict the entry. But in any case, it not allow the unvalidated data. Now we'll see the second style for the test 2 marks. I have to repeat the same data validation, set the whole number, the data between 0 to 100. The input message, it is not compulsory, I make it disable. The error alert, now I select the second style, that is warning. Now warning is a type which give the warning, but it is the choice of user that the user have to allow the unvalidated data or not. I have set the title as per the previous, that marks must be integer, error message, enter correct marks, and then OK. Because student may be absent, and in previous case stop there was one problem. If student is absent, then we cannot put this information into the Excel sheet. It not allow, but it must be there. That's why we have selected the second style, that is warning. Now we'll start the data entries. If we have entered 10, it allows the 15. If I have to enter the 20 but by mistake I have entered 200, then it gives the warning. I can allow it or I can not allow it. If I click on the no, then it gives me the provision for the next entry. Now roll number 7 is absent and I have to mention it, the absent. When I insert the absent, it gives me the warning, but I can allow this unvalidated data. Same if I enter the 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, it allows. Now roll number 13 is absent. Again I have to put it the absent. It show me the warning. I will allow it. In test 2, there are the 2 unvalidated entries, that is absent. Now we'll see for the test 3. Again I have to repeat the same condition, whole number between 0 to 100. Input message, I like to disable it. Error alert. Now we'll see the third information. Now this style only gives the information about your unvalidated data entry. As per the previous, we have set the title marks must be integer. I have set error message, enter correct marks. Now see, if we start the data entries 15, 55, it allows. If I have to insert the 60 but by mistake I have entered 600, then it only gives the information, but it allows the unvalidated data entry. Manually I have to correct it. If I insert the absent, then again it is unvalidated data entry, that's why it gives me the information, but it allows the unvalidated data entry. I insert all the remaining. Now I have to insert the 100 but by mistake I have typed the 1000, then it gives me the information only about the unvalidated data entries. Now we'll see how to check the unvalidated data entry in this table. Select all the cells and go to the data validation. Circle the unvalidated data. It shows all the entries in the red circle. Now I modify this 1000 to the 100, the unvalidated data is converted into the validated data entry. That's why your red circle is removed. I can clear these validation circles. Now we'll see how we can perform the conditional formatting. Select all the cells, go to the home, conditional formatting, and highlight cells rules. I can highlight the cells as per the condition greater than, less than, between, equal to, text that contains a data occurring, and duplicate values. Suppose I have to show all the students whose marks are greater than 40. I have selected greater than option and I set the marks to 40. I have to show all these cells with the green color. The number of options are given, the red, green, yellow. I select the third, the red field with dark green text. I have to show all the students whose marks are less than 40 with the red colors. I have selected less than and I have set it the condition 40 because the student whose marks is 0 to 39 is absent. That's why I have selected the condition less than 40. Means now in that all the students whose marks are less than 40, that is 0 to 39, is shown with the red color, and all the students whose marks are greater than or equals to 40, that must be with the green color. That's why I modify this condition with the greater than 39. Now I like to highlight the students who is absent with a different color. That's why I selected the highlight the colors and text that contains, and I mention the text that is absent and select the option yellow color. Means now in the sheet the student who is fail is with the red, student who is absent is in yellow, and student who is pass is mentioned with the green. Now the different options are given. I can highlight the top 10 atoms in the sheet, top 10%, bottom 10%. I can use the data bars. The data bar shows the cell with the different color as per the percentage. I can use the different styles. I can use the different color scales. I can use the different icon sets. The lots of options are available in conditional formatting. During the practice, we can experience all these conditional formattings. Now, if I have set this sheet and I modify some conditions, suppose this 40 is absent, then automatically your green will convert it into the yellow. Now I modify this fail condition with the absent, red is converted into your yellow. I make this 65 to the 35, then your green will convert it into the red. I modify this 45 to the 5, then it will convert it into the red. 6 to the 60, red will convert it into the green. Means now in this sheet, if marks are less than 40, it is in red.